And welcome back. We're picking up where we left off in Shadow Empire. Over the intern, we lost 200 infantry, I believe mostly militia. And we have 6 decisions awaiting us. We've completed our research of water purification. The new buggies are ready. Make it extra fancy. This has been working for me. At some point I should modify it, probably to down prioritize various things, but... Okay, here we want metal soil filtration. That's how we can expand our metal income. This is mines here is not mines as in I'm mining mines, it's mines as I'm making explosive military mines. It may be what we actually go with here. Yeah, we'll go mines. That'll help protect our guys when we're getting attacked by the local wildlife. I don't think we're ready yet for the next model of infantry. Yeah, we're not quite ready for it. At some point we probably want to upgrade the old MGs, so let's upgrade the garrison MGs. Gauss machine guns and double armor. Okay, please go ahead and complete the clearing of that pocket, hopefully.
Move it now!
Yeah, it's not sounding like a clear pocket. We did kill another one, so their numbers are getting smaller. Assets. Almost getting delayed here. Not quite getting delayed, which is what we want to see. And those are going. So once again, I've got, let's say, about 400 construction points available to upgrade units. Well, I could use it to upgrade roads, but for the moment I think upgrading units before we get farther away on the logistics is probably a good idea.
Roger that.
What? Hopefully the logistics would have improved over the intern. Oh, I think I might see what would be happening. It's the guys in the yellow spaces are not close enough, so we need to back the army up a bit, just a bit. Right, let's try again now that they're moved.
Roger that.
There we go. That's a much more complete upgrade. And more believable if we didn't have the logistics to get to all of them. There we have somewhere that didn't get upgraded. Oh, you didn't. Are you the last 500 unupgraded guys? No, we have. Well, they're all from 2nd Light Infantry. 2nd Light Infantry is the only one with Light Infantry left. With Infantry 1 left. So that's some of them. Well, there's the other 800. Okay. So next turn, Foot 1 will be a dying breed and disappear and be replaced entirely with Foot 3. And hopefully we'll finish that pocket off. Not client state, I want unification. The unification decided to flip the front instead of the back this time.
Affirmative.
That still fails. You know, go ahead and roll that Corp Tech.
Aye, aye, sir.
It just gave us mines, okay. Now let's get those artifacts. Warrior Android, Antigrav, Lifter, and Wasp Hive, okay. Nothing super game changing.
Copy that.
And with that, let's cycle the turn. Strategic fronts from old majors. I think most of the interim is actually just waiting for the other 5 majors to play their turns. Oh, I forgot to do diplomacy on the one I made peace with. Probably could have offered protection or something to them. This is the Ergstone Imperium, which is my turn. We have 4 decisions awaiting us. Nope, that's for our tribunals.
Affirmative.
Favor the minor diplomacy. I think resonance scanner is more recon, which should be good. At some point, we haven't been using artillery, so I should just outweigh the artillery, even though we don't have the field testing for it. So we're going to go double the size of the gun and double the effective armor on it. Oh yeah, now we're getting decent odds against these guys.
Negative to breach.
Still failed to breach, but we cleared a third of the remaining units. Looks like we took no casualties doing it, which is pretty good. Okay, it also looks like we have logistics problems still out here. Probably range at this point, because we've been upgrading the truck station. Easiest way to check if it is range is go traffic signals, click here. Yeah, we're having range issues. So AP is higher than supply to power, so we're starting to get diminishing logistical capacity. which is making it so that we're finding it easier and easier and easier to overwhelm the truck station. Every time you upgrade the truck station, it gives you like another X distance. So we'll probably be able to keep upgrading the truck station a little bit to get us a little bit more range. But then I'll have to put the supply depot, I think is what it's called. Supply base down. Which will give us one more gasp of range before I'll have to colonize a new zone for a distance. And while we're thinking about it, we have surplus industrial capacity, right? They're going fine. They'll be fine. Probably consumed actually a little bit too much industrial capacity. Those guys got delayed a turn. They're only going to cost like 13 industries. We've got plenty of industry otherwise. Mass upgrade the remaining foots to 3.
Roger that.
So the foots should no longer be deployed. That is correct. All foots are gone. So they're obsolete. Foot 2 is low and regular. And what I should come back for next is upgrading the foot 2s. I do have plenty of industrial capacity. We can probably use 500 industrial capacity to upgrade these guys. All the SHQ from 2 to 3. We have plenty of upgrade capacity, so everyone gets upgraded. The logistics is available, upgrade. And there goes 2. 2's fully gone. Okay, now industrial capacity goes into roads, and more roads. It is time on fronts where we have action points from the trucks to keep pushing forward. I may even go ahead and deploy another infantry guy or another infantry brigade just to have more guys. Have we tried to unify with you yet this turn? No.
Affirmative.
It fails, but we hadn't yet. Offer protection, we could do. Yeah, let's go offer protection because it's much more likely to immediately succeed.
Affirmative.
And it succeeds. So they're now our subject state back here. These guys back here. These guys are territories, so at some point when we get the logistical capacity, we'll probably just sweep in and get rid of them. They should start giving us reconnaissance off of them shortly. I think that's a good turn. We're making progress. We could be making more progress, but we're making progress, and that's what matters. Your opinion's a bit low, so let's give you an estate. No, bonus.
Affirmative.
There we go. Better opinion. I love how the competent guy is not particularly happy with us, and the incompetent guy is perfectly fine with us. The loyal governor and the not loyal governor. The loyal one is willing to live with whatever we do, and the unloyal one is less so. Or the competent one is less so. Yeah. Okay, so hopefully this improves as the truck stations improve. Worst case, I'll put down a supply base like here, maybe. Well, here, if I wasn't upgrading it, would be where I'd put it. I maybe can get away with it living a little bit further out if I upgrade it. If I continue upgrading the truck depot. And by a little, I mean a little. Do I want to do some water purification right now? The water's looking fine, the food's looking fine. And we got a small controllable deficit right now, which I think is where we want it to be. So we'll just cycle the turn. Pushing that turn. Pushing the turns down. At this point, I'm pretty sure they're unlikely to break out. We've hammered that bunch of local wildlife enough that they're probably not escaping anymore. It's just annoying that they're tying up so many militia units that we'd use to be clearing the front, controlling the front. They attempt to break out. They actually lose some guys in the attempt to break out, so that's a good sign for us. The bureaucracy is starting to grow, so it is getting closer and closer to when I probably want to do Secret Service, but not yet. Prospecting-wise, or not prospecting, discovery. We're only really trying to discover one tech. Well, actually, we have enough that we can discover nuclear, high-tech, and nuclear power plant as well. So maybe we'll leave the discovery up in case we can discover those things.
Aye, aye, sir.
While I have you, do I want to upgrade things? Probably the light tank. We are going to want new improved light tanks at some point. Oh, we're running the high velocity gun? Oh, we might as well stick with the high velocity gun. And the armor.
Copy
And the
that.
diesel engine. Okay, so we're basically running the same tank. Maybe that wasn't worth doing. There we go. Pocket has collapsed. And resistance has ceased. And the power of our diplomacy is telling us this is where our new subjects are. Let's upgrade those subjects to client state,
Affirmative.
which they accept. Who are their neighbors? Non-aligned, non-aligned, non-aligned. Territory. Let's get some recon on the territory to figure out what sort of territory they are.
Roger that.
I suppose I can poke them with a diplomat. So they're not aliens, we can tell that. Oh, and they are adjacent to a major. That's giving us some ideas of where the majors might be. Where potential future problems might be. Oh, he has a level 3 then, asset, okay. I'm gonna play unification on you. Probably won't work. Yep, still fails.
Affirmative.
Trying to improve the opinion of our governor, because he's a very important person. So if we can keep his opinion high, he will have lots of beneficial effects for our city here. Truck station's done, bureaucratic office is done. We should have the materials to continue expanding, so expand the bureaucratic office, and if you can, expand the bureaucratic, or expand the truck station. Yeah.
Copy that.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to pile all the militia units into that hex so that I can figure out if I want to merge, which ones I can merge and how I can merge them into more useful combat units at this point. Three into 11, or 3 into 7, no. 3 into 14? Yes. Oh, but those are looking at a more full unit. Maybe not fully full, but mostly full. Yeah, those are some respectable size units now. I'm merging them. I can leave a couple of those to form the picket here, and the rest can go to help clearing out like this pocket over here. So we can close down to this small area, and that'll be a good place to hold there. At some point we'll come in and deal with the Mercanteers, but for the moment the Mercanteers are not being a problem. Road situations. Roads through the forest are expensive, but probably need to be done at some point. Okay, probably overinvested in roads, but for the future those will be useful. A little bit more here, and a little bit more here, and we'll be pretty much flying and advancing little fronts. Oh, and probably one down here. We'll be approaching the little fronts, advancing little fronts. And that might very well be built next turn, so we may be moving everywhere at the same time next turn, getting real progress. The victor wins. We're still in second last. We can see that Steel State has declined even more, so presumably, my guess is Steel State's probably at war with one of the other majors, which is why we're not in last anymore. We are starting to catch up in sheer volume of the planet. These guys haven't been expanding that quickly anymore on the planet, and they've really just been population, so they've probably been fighting over cities. What I can do is we still probably want to grow the capital more. So let's go ahead and drop off all our colonists in the capital.
Copy that.
And we don't need quite that many troops in reserve, so we can drop off a bunch reservists in the capital.
Copy that.
And that'll be the turn. Let's cycle the turn. Hopefully I didn't take too much industry and our industrial projects aren't delayed. My expectation is this will probably be a fairly quiet turn, because we've dealt with everything that was hostile for the last 3 or 4 turns, so... Suffered no losses, nor made any kills, and have 6 decisions. We've discovered the nuclear power plant. Siege Grenadier Infantry Corps has been operationalized. Now we're just looking for the motorized and or mechanized version of that. Did I accidentally delay you? No. Truck station is still finished. We did delay these ones, okay.
Take cover! Negative breach.
Wait, before I overinvest, let's stop putting more roads that I should be saving for actually building the buildings. Decisions. Yeah, focus on research and not so much on discovery. Military objective here. So we can go with more efficient turboprops, which would be sort of what we were running before, or we can go jet engines. We'll jump to jet engines, skip the turboprops. You'll be more interesting when we actually get those jet engines. We'll probably upgrade all the aircraft designs. Operationalize the light
Copy
armor
that.
army. They want to sell us tech discovery. We'll accept. Yeah,
Roger that.
up mind. Let's roll our attempt at unification.
Affirmative.
As normal, they have refused. How many spies do I have available to strip off? 3. So that's the major. Let's send spies at the major.
Roger that. Roger that.
Now allow me to attempt to do diplomacy with the major next turn. Arachnids. Okay, so we want the major to be dealing with those arachnids for us. Blanca's territory. Okay, so these are spiders. These are the spider monsters. We'd rather they deal with the spider monsters than us deal with the spider monsters, after all. In fact, the spiders are so big, the spiders have 2 zones. Oh boy, big bugs. Big colony of bugs. We're not all that far off of them. Maybe we don't want to expand here. Maybe we don't want to expand here. Okay, well, I think we're at a point where we're going to cycle the turn, so let's cycle this turn. I think I'll get one more turn in on this part before I do the break for YouTube. So if you're on YouTube, you'll probably see one more turn. And then I'll do a break. I think I'll record one more part tonight. We'll go up to 6 parts today. And if the Arachnid territory is like I think it is, there isn't a lot of necessarily value in taking their territory other than it just being territory on the planet. But it may be a bit pricey because of the potential for large quantities of arachnids. Though I haven't boarded them yet, so there's a decent possibility if they're fighting another major that they're all up on the major's grill. And not up in my grill when I get a border with them. So if we get enough guys on their border, it might still be worth it in the short term. My understanding with the arachnid is, or the arachnids is, they're pretty common on all the different planets in Shadow Empire because supposedly they were a good source of re-entry shielding. Like their silk they made was good for re-entry shielding. So humans kind of spread them throughout the galaxy, and then when the Empire collapsed, you've got these really big space spiders that you've introduced to all these planets where, okay, maybe when you had them investigated they were not a problem, but, you know, collapse of civilization meant that they got free. Okay, one of our organic furnaces disappeared because we actually depleted all the forests nearby. Laser rifles. Okay, we discovered OOB, motorized, siege grenadier, infantry. Okay, so we'll probably... as soon as we know the light armor, that'll be the one we'll start to operationalize next. You want to erect a statue? No, that's up to the government.
Copy that.
That's fine. Guardians are offering technology. We have the money, we'll buy it.
Roger that.
So that's not going to be enough by itself. But we only need 2,000 more.
Roger that.
So there we go, that should allow us to buy it.
Affirmative.
let's figure out what this is.
Now!
Okay, it's a bunch of marauders. A lot of marauders.
Negative to breach.
Okay, so negative breach. Anyway, well, if it's a bunch of marauders, then we don't need these RPG guys. We can get these RPG guys back to their units. In fact, actually, these motorized vehicles will probably be a better help. Okay, how's the building going? Oh, I should start upgrading the truck station again. Bigger, better
Copy
trucks,
that.
please. Then your truck station was delayed. Still in construction, though. And we didn't delay it again, it was just delayed the first time. Well, we may have delayed it another turn, another tenth of a turn. Due to shortage of workers. Well, shortage of workers we can kind of deal with. By doing colonize workers here. Do an extra 400 workers. It's not going to make the difference, but, well, plausibly won't make the difference.
Affirmative.
One day they will accept. Probably nothing.
Aye, aye,
Yeah, nothing yet. And you're staying happy, so that's good. Units marching to the front there. These roads have been improved. Actually, if anything, I should probably get two of these guys to turn around and come back down. To go in here. Portion the front. Or I might have the jeeps turn around once we kill the marauders. I'll figure that out in the next couple turns. Victory points. We're moving slowly. Remember these guys being higher. Maybe these guys started to backslide. Which would be good for us if they started backsliding. Taking a quick gander to figure out what these add up to. 1913 is 32, 44, 54, 60, 63. So 63% of the victory points have been awarded. Which does technically mean 47% haven't. So it is possible for someone to just run away and win right now. Even without going to war with one of us, one of the other people. But it's pretty unlikely at the moment. I think that's a pretty big jump that I don't think any of the factions are going to do in the near future. little bit into territory where I can, not disrupting the lines too much. But yeah, I think that's this turn. I'm gonna go ahead and cycle this turn. This will be the end of this end turn cycle will be where I end the part. So if you're watching on YouTube, hope you've been enjoying it. There will probably be another part up tomorrow, as I'm going to record one more part tonight. If you're watching on Twitch, hang around. I'll have a short break where I mute the mic, but I'll pick up right after that short break. That makes the short break an ideal time if you want to go get a glass of water or a glass of tea or something. Go ahead and go and do that during the break. Because then you can always, in theory, I suppose, pause, go do that, come back, and then catch back up after I'm done with my break. The intern timer should, well, the intern should be pretty boring. We've got one marauder that isn't really controlled, and a couple other unknown signals. But other than that, most of our borders are pretty secure. And most of our borders that aren't secure are non-aligned factions, so they're not targeting us. They're just the marauders or the local fauna. I think most of the local fauna that targets people have probably been killed by this point. Right, the meat eaters have come for their meat and have found the meat have guns. Or RPGs in the case of the ones that are just resilient. We get attacked, we hold, we do a bunch of damage, that's good to see. We get attacked. We stand firm, but we take damage. That's not super great. So we kill some, we lose some. This will the part be. I hope if you've been watching on YouTube, you've been enjoying it. If you're watching on Twitch, I hope you've been enjoying it. Catch you all in the next part. Bye for now.